Hi guys, I hope you are doing great. Today we are going to talk about Arduinos, the microcontroller boards. So let's don't waste any time and get started. Now first you know about what are microcontrollers. Microcontrollers is a circuit board that has a chip on it that can be programmed to do many things. You can read information from the sensors and get parameters and put a output such as motor or servo so that you can perform functions with the help of reading of the sensors. So let's take a closer look to the board. This board consists of a onboard microcontroller IC, that is ATmel328PU, which contains 14 pins on one side and 14 on other sides, that about 28. It consists of this female headers, which makes connection way lot easier with breadboards. It has this side has 0 to 13 digital pins that only give 0 to 1. Now there is one symbol at 11, 10, 9, 6, 5 and 3. That symbol full form is that can be called as PWM signals. Now the full form of PWM signals are pulse width modulation, but that's the subject of another video, so I will discuss about PWM signals in another basics video. So this now the other components the circuit is voltage regulator. The number of voltage regulator is LM7805 that supplies constant 5 volts to this IC, because it will get blow up if we give more than 5 volts. This is a serial port where we connect our programming cable. This is FPGA breakout where it helps the IC to get programmed. And we have this power jack. After programming we can disattach the cable and directly put 9 volts or 5 volts to operate this board. And we have onboard reset switch. If we want to erase the program without connecting to the computer, just press it for 3 seconds and leave it. The program will be erased automatically. These are some SMD LEDs overhead at TXRS. When the program is uploaded, this both LED will start blink. These have some analog inputs A0 to A5. They give more than 0 and 1. So we have some parameters in which we can define different conditions at the analog value of a sensor. Now here is a power rail. When this one is connected directly to this power jack. So if we supply 9 volts, we get 9 volts. If we supply 12 volts, we get supply 12 volts. If we get 5 volts, we get 5 volts. Now this 5 volts is directly connected to this voltage regulator, so we get constant 5 volts. Here we get 3.3 volts. Here is a reset switch, and there are 2 grounds, and there one more ground on top of the 13 digital pin. So today I'm going to teach you how to blink an LED with it and put an input like switch, so that we can control with the help of programming the. So build that blinking circuit. First you need this Arduino, you need breadboard, one LED, some jumper wires, and you don't need any resistance if you are not using more, because we are not using 9 volts, so we can directly, if we are connecting this to the laptop, so we don't need to put any resistor on the LED. So let's connect. Now it's your choice at what digital pin do you want to connect. I want to connect at 9, so I will first put the, if you don't know how to do connections of breadboard, please watch my previous video on basics how to use breadboards. So first it is the positive and this is the negative. Now I am keeping the positive to my sides and negative to the other, so I am putting in the breadboard. It is done. So now here we can give 5 volts. See over here, 5 volts. This is win ground 5 volts. So I am directly putting this to the power rail. Now we are giving 5 volts. Now connect the other to ground. Here is the ground, and we are putting the ground over here. So now I'm taking the input from 9th pin. that the Arduino will give signal to the ninth pin, and then the LED will blink. So we'll just put to positive pin. The positive pin should be put to the ninth, because it give positive signal to the LED, so it will start blinking. And connect ground directly to the LED. Now here I am putting the ground, and wait for a second please. Put here, and I'm going to put the ground over here. So now let's move to the programming section. So let's start programming. So guys, let's start programming. Now if you don't have this Arduino software, it is free of cost. I'll put a link in description so that you can download from there. So now this is how this Arduino software is going to look like. Let's open it and wait for a second so that it started. It is getting started. Now it is done. So let's start programming. Now this programming section consists of two type of things, that is word setup and word loop. In word setup, you tell the Arduino at what pin you have put the output or input, and in loop you write a program which get repeated again and again on that condition what you have written on here. So let's first write the word setup. At word setup, we need to tell the Arduino at what pin we have put the LED, and also tell that whether the Arduino is taking an input or giving a output. So first you need to write a pin mode. Write pin M capital mode. Now tell the Arduino that we are going to put the pin mode on 9th, and put a comma and route. Write capital output. That means the LED is output. Arduino is giving signal to the LED, that means output obviously. So put a syntax and go to the loop section. Now it is all going with the loop. Now we are going to write some digital writes. Now first we need to tell in loop that for how much second the LED is going to be on and off. So write digital write on 9th. We are putting digital write on 9th. So we are going to put high. High means 1. Like in programming there is 0 1. 0 means high and 0 means low and a high means 1. And that means the LED will get on, but for how much second it will get on. So let's put a delay of, let's say, half a second, that is 500. Now that means we are putting a delay. After half a second it will going to take command from the another digital write. Now let's write digital write of, let's say, on 9th, that is low. Write low in capital and close the bracket and put the syntax. So now we are going to type one more delay, so that after half a second it can follow this one. So let's put a delay of half a second over here also, and it is done. Now we have written in the program. Now I want to tell you, if you change the delay of 2000, then it will mean that after 1 second it will going to be follow this, and if we put 1000 here and 500, that means after half a second going to follow this, and after 1 second going to be follow this command. So let's go to the board and upload it. First I'm going to tell you there is a verifying option over here. You can see over here, when you click at this option, it will check the program whether the program will work correctly or not. This shows that it is compiling. You can see over here, compiling the sketch. When it is written done completely, that means the program is working fine. So now after that, when will you connect this to your Arduino board? I'll show you. When you connect this with your Arduino board, you're going to go to the after connecting the Arduino to the USB, go to tools, Now there are many varieties and flavors of Arduinos like Uno, Nano, Mega, many types of Arduinos over here. So we are using Arduino Uno, genuine Uno. So click on here, select the board and go back to the tool section. Go back to tools and select the port. When the Arduino is connected, it automatically will tell at what port the Arduino Uno is connected. So select that and let's move to the circuit and see whether it will work or not. So guys, we are back to the circuit and now let's upload the program. Now first I want to show you the cable we are using for Arduino. It is going to be seen like this. This port will be connected to the Arduino and this will connect to your computer. So now let's upload the program and see whether it will work or not. When you upload the program, when the program is going to be uploaded, you can see TX and RX LED will shine like now, and now it is blinking. So if I change the high, as we have written the high digital write, if I change it to 1000, now see the difference between the delays. So I put the high to 1000. So now let's upload that also and see if there is any change in the LED on and off stage. Now it is getting, and it is uploaded, and see it is getting high for 1 second and low for half a second. So this is how you can control the blinking of an LED. So now I'm going to tell you how to interface this tactile switch with Arduino as an input. If it will send a signal to any of the digital pin we are going to choose, then the LED will get high, otherwise it will get low. So in this, so let's move to the so let's first construct it. First detach the LED from the detach the Arduino from the USB. Take all the connection except the power ones. Just connect a switch on the board, as we have connected a switch over here. Now we are going to take a digital signal. So I'm thinking to use signal at pin. I am thinking to use signal at pin 8. So I'm taking an input from 8. So let's first put a connect direct 5 volts to the this switch and connect one end of the switch to 5 volts. Now we have connected 5 volts. Now we are going to put this signal pin to 8, and we are going to put a 470 ohm resistor as a, so that it will not get on without getting any signal. So as we put a resistor over here. So now let's move to the program section. First I need to connect this LED to the signal pin that we are going to choose 9, and connect the other pin with ground. So connections are made. Let's move to the programming section and program it. So guys, let's start programming. Just erase the loop we have written before, just delete that, and you need to put one more pin mode, that is an input, because we have put a switch on it, that is a input. So first write pin mode we have chosen pin 8, digital pin 8. So write input in capital letters, put the syntax. Now let's write the while loop. Now in this loop we are introducing one new function, that is if and else. If means that if the for example, if I put that if 8th pin gets high, then LED should be high, and if I don't press the switch, that means low, then the LED will do not get on. So first write that down on the computer. So let's write if Now it is highlighted. If now in this we are not going to write digital write, we are going to write digital read. If the Arduino reads that digital value, now write digital read uh, on, at what pin we are going to select is 8 and put double equal and put at high, chai gh high, sorry, you need to write that in capital letters and do a comma and make a symbol like this, because in the after this condition we are going to write the uh, function that if the 8 pin get high, now what to do with the output. So let's write the digital write, digital write, sorry my spelling is digital write, that will be on pin 9th, that is high, HIGH. Now I want to tell you one more thing, that if uh, we want that if the switch will be pressed then the LED should be low, and when the switch will not press the LED should get high. We can do this by putting that if low, if we put here that the 8th pin should be low, then it will pull to high, otherwise it 8th pin should be low, then it will pull to high, otherwise it will remain low. So let's write the else. Now let's put an enter and write else. That means if this condition will not be followed, then what to do. So just put this one more symbol, put a enter and write digital write, digital write on pin 9, that is low. Put the syntax and let's now verify the code. Let's verify the code whether it will work or not. Now we need to put one more this symbol so that we can add the program. Now let's verify it again. It is compiling the sketch and this is taking a lot of time, but it will work fine. So let's wait for a second and done compiling. That means our program will work like a charm. So let's move to the second upload this program, see whether it will work. Let's move to the second upload this program, see whether it will work or not. So let's upload the program. The LED is still blinking because we haven't changed the pin. So let's upload the program, see whether it will work or not. So the program is uploading. When the TX and RX LED will blink, that means program has been uploaded and it is uploaded. So see, when I push this button, it get high as we have written the code. If there is a signal given by the switch, the LED will get high, otherwise it will get low. Now I am changing that digital read to low. First I have written high, now I am writing that as low. So as I have written, now let's upload the program and see whether it will work or not. So now the TXRS has blinked and it will get high, but when I press this button it will get low, but when I don't press this button it will get high. So if you liked my video, please click that thumbs up button, comment, share. Please subscribe my channel and click that bell icon so you never miss any update from my channel. Stay creative, and I'll see you next time. Bye.